Fae Farm is a live sim with role-playing elements developed and published by Phoenix Lab. After being shipwrecked on an island, players are rescued by the mayor of a friendly farming community, and after completing some opening quests, you are given an unused farm and some basic farming tools, and your adventure begins. So let's talk about what you actually do in this game besides farming. Players can explore the world, complete quests, engage in combat dungeons, craft items, and romance other villagers. It's a wide variety of activities to be sure. So, let's tackle the good things the game has going for it first. The game is stunning. At no point in my playthrough did I ever feel like the game looked ugly or unappealing. From the world, to the people, the environment, everything is a joy to look at and to explore. Another great thing about Fae Farm is the world itself feels very open, and what I mean by that is you're not limited to where you can go. The world is not on a set path. If something looks like it can be climbed up or jumped on, you can do it. If you've played games like Stardew Valley and Rune Factory, you'll probably have a good idea of how the game plays. You complete quests for the townfolk and farm the land until some sort of world-disrupting issue such as big scary wild-growing spiky vines or poison gas blocks your progression, leading to you having to go down into a dungeon to find the source of the issue or some sort of item to help solve it. Rinse and repeat. Now this may sound repetitive, and it is, but it's not boring, at least not for the first 15 hours. The combat dungeons themselves can be really fun, and it was always a joy to go down there and to see what new enemy types would be awaiting me, and more often than not, I would run into an enemy or a mineral that I had not seen before. It was a lot of fun. After grinding through the dungeons, it was always good to come back home to the farm, which thanks to the plethora of crafting recipes around the world, and I mean it felt like I couldn't go 5 steps without finding one of those little scrolls. It felt like my own. I was able to craft so many different things in so many different colors that I feel it would be hard for me and my friends to have a similar looking home. So hats off to Fae Farm for making it all feel distinct and uniquely yours. Fae Farm's done a lot of things right, but that doesn't mean they don't get things wrong. Like the farming, it can be quite a frustrating experience. For example, one of the things I will always praise the game for is it never feels slow when you're doing anything farming related. The tools will automatically change to fit the task you're doing rather than having to open up a menu, put away your axe and get out your shovel. It just does it, which is amazing. The frustration kicks in, for example, when I'm watering my vegetables and I get way too close to a patch of dirt and then bam, I've now planted a seed that I didn't want. Now this may seem like a small thing, and it is, but it really sucks when you're trying to grow certain things for certain people or to sell these items at market, and now I have to wait for an unwanted seed to grow. Let's talk about the market real quick. That also feels designed to slow down the pace of the game, which is crazy considering, in my opinion, the days are way too short, and speed by. You can't bundle items together, which makes me wonder why. In most farming games, it's super easy to go to market, place down 50 turnips, and boom, you've sold 50. It just feels like such a waste of time to sit there and put down one turnip one by one and then be limited by how many I can put down on the market table anyway. It's limiting, and it makes gathering currency for future upgrades really difficult. Especially since, like I said prior, the days are so short. A 6 AM start to an 11 PM finish equates to 20 minutes in real life. It never felt like enough time to get everything I need to get done, making the progress overall feel really slow. Let's talk lastly about one of the big selling points of the game. It has multiplayer. It allows you to visit or be visited by friends, which is awesome, and in my opinion makes the game a lot more fun. But here's the flaw. Once a visitor logs out from your world, all the progress they've made, all the items they've accumulated is just gone. It's now deleted. Now I can understand if the person you're playing with is like a one and done, right? You were playing with them to try multiplayer and you won't be doing it with them again in the future. But if it's someone you have registered, like a registered friend on your friends list, that progress should still be there the next time they log on to play. It should be there for every multiplayer session. It's just going to feel like busy work every time you guys log on to play together when you spend the first hour getting them set up and ready to do anything worthwhile. It's just going to make multiplayer feel like one of the many things, a slow grind. So in conclusion, it's a fun game, but it's not worth the current $80 Australian price tag to get in. The game tries really hard to do too much well rather than taking the time to do a few things great. A lot of the issues I have can be easily fixed in the future and help make the game feel better with patches and updates. But as it is right now, it's just not there. Do I regret playing? Absolutely not. I would encourage people to play it when the price is right. But as it stands right now, in my opinion, Fae Farm is a solid, on the 1-up scale, 7 out of 10. For more news, reviews, and previews, don't forget to like and subscribe right here to 1UP Games.